set for the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The Bears on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And some space here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Montgomery. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Play clock winding down.
Delay of game, offense.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now It's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks? Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Out comes Ty Montgomery and the rest of his offensive mates to take over. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
319.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got room. Evades him at the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Rodgers now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second down following the incompletion. Rodgers hands to Montgomery, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. And the play clock's running down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Montravius Adams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Barth puts it through. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So they get 3 field goals for him now, and this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, good move. Dances by him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
319.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards.
Cool of it. I sub back.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the 1st half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the 1st half. It gets ugly in the 2nd half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their 1st pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Running for it, Montgomery. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
Glennon hands this one to Howard. And some room to maneuver. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Howard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
Here we go. Green 39.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Glennon. And this is going to be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And Barth puts it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Spins away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
58.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Let's go.
Now Glennon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Let's go. 319.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out on the right, this is Cruz. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is Howard on second down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Time running out here on the play clock. Montgomery, they'll run for it. Oh, and now he bowls it, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, 5, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two. They're going to try and run. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
And we'll see if they can do that again. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Check. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
319!
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. And some room to work. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Sneak, Rodgers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packer defense getting set to go again. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. A very solid gain of 27. The fake to Howard. Now Glennon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll drop to throw. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And caught by Cruz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They get 31 yards that time. And the Bears are going to get a first.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Back to throw. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And his throw here's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they're going to go for 2. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Shaheen, the tight end on the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Shaheen, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. Then the Bears cut into that lead. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Down the numbers. There he goes. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A great move by Montgomery. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And, oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. A couple extra defensive backs are in there. Big play, 3rd and goal. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. Phillip Rivers, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Green Bay, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the end.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute.